Hello, friends. Welcome to today's podcast about FedEx's recent on-the-way tracking status. Hey, Emily, have you ever found yourself constantly refreshing the tracking page, eagerly waiting for a package to arrive?
Oh, absolutely, Jake. It's like watching water boil, but with the added suspense of not knowing exactly when it'll boil, so to speak.
Right? And one status that always seems to pop up is on the way. It sounds promising, but what does it actually mean for those of us waiting on FedEx packages?
That's a great question, Jake. When FedEx says your package is on the way, it essentially means that your package is moving through the FedEx delivery network to reach you. It's an update that indicates progress, but it's also pretty broad.
So, it's kind of like saying your package is on its journey, but without giving away too much about where it exactly is or how long it'll take to get to you.
Exactly. And under this on-the-way umbrella, there are several tracking statuses you might see before your package finally arrives. It's a bit like a story unfolding with each update.
That makes sense. But I've also seen out for delivery as a status. How does that differ from on the way?
Out for delivery is more specific, Jake. It means the package has been loaded onto a vehicle and is in the final stretch of its journey, ideally reaching you the same day or the next if there were any delays. It's a sub-status under on the way, signaling that delivery is imminent.
Got it. So on the way is the broader category, and out for delivery is when things start getting real exciting because it means the wait is almost over.
Precisely. And knowing these distinctions can help manage our expectations and reduce some of that package tracking anxiety.
Absolutely. Hey listeners, have you had any memorable experiences with tracking a package? What was the longest you've had to wait? Share your stories with us on social media or our podcast platform. We'd love to hear from you.
Now, diving deeper into the on-the-way status, there are a few specific updates FedEx provides that give us a bit more insight into our package's journey. For instance, arrived at FedEx location means the package has reached one of their facilities.
Ah, so it's like the first checkpoint in the race. What about left origin facility? That sounds pretty self-explanatory.
Left origin facility indicates that the package has officially started its journey by leaving the initial FedEx center where it was picked up. It's an important milestone because it means your package is now on the move.
Gotcha. And then there's departed FedEx location. I'm guessing this is another step forward.
Exactly. When you see departed FedEx location, it means your package is en route to the next FedEx facility. It's all about getting closer to the final destination, but it's not quite there yet. This status can appear multiple times as the package hops from one facility to another.
Makes sense. And finally, at FedEx destination facility must mean it's almost game time, right?
Right on the money, Jake. That status means the package is at the final sorting center, ready to be routed directly to you. It's the last major update before out for delivery, signaling that your wait is nearly over.
This breakdown really helps put things into perspective. Knowing what each status means can definitely make the waiting game feel a bit less daunting.
Absolutely, Jake. And remember, listeners, if you're ever unsure about your package's status, or if it seems stuck on the way for too long, don't hesitate to reach out to the sender or FedEx for clarification. It's always better to stay informed.
Great advice, Emily. And speaking of staying informed, we'll be diving into why packages might get stuck on the way and what you can do about it in our next segment. Stay tuned. So, Emily, let's dive into some of the reasons a package might get stuck on the way. It's something that can really test our patience, isn't it?
Absolutely, Jake. And there are a couple of main culprits here. First up, customs clearance delays. This is especially relevant for international packages.
Right. So when a package crosses borders, it has to go through customs. And I'm guessing that during busy times or due to understaffing, this process can slow down significantly.
Exactly. Customs clearance delays are beyond FedEx's control, and they often happen during peak shopping seasons. It's one of those situations where patience is key.
Got it. And what about backlogs? I've heard that during certain times of the year, like Black Friday or the holiday season, things can get pretty hectic.
That's right. During peak shopping times, FedEx facilities can become overwhelmed, leading to delayed scans and tracking updates. Sometimes the tracking system might even glitch, making it seem like your package is stuck on the way for days.
That sounds frustrating, but it also explains why sometimes a package might suddenly show up without any recent updates on the tracking page.
Exactly. Now, if you find yourself in this situation, wondering why your package hasn't arrived yet, there are a few steps you can take.
I'm all ears. What should someone do if their package is stuck on the way for an extended period?
First, reach out to the sender. They're responsible for ensuring the package gets to you on time, and they can contact FedEx to inquire about the status.
Makes sense. And if FedEx provides an update, what are the options?
Depending on the situation, you might decide to wait a few more days, or the sender might offer to send a replacement package or even a refund.
That's reassuring to know there are options. Hey listeners, have you ever had a package stuck on the way? What did you do? Let us know on social media or our podcast platform.
And remember, staying informed and communicating with the sender are key steps in resolving any delivery issues. Don't hesitate to take action if you think there's a problem.
Great advice, Emily. It's all about staying proactive and patient. Thanks for breaking down these common issues and solutions for us. Thank you, our listeners, for tuning in. MailboxCorner.com is your leading resource for knowing all the tracking statuses. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, and we will keep bringing epic content your way.